Yes guys, what's going on? Today we are going to install my 6x9s. So if you've been watching the channel, you'll see that I want to put 6x9s on the doors because this car sounds terrible. Rear speakers, I know all you Z owners will be like, oh, rear speakers have the most. Yes, rear speakers are already upgraded, but they're quite small anyway, and I want the cabin to have a bit more boom boom. So I've got some plastic rep speaker holders. So I'm gonna take the door card off. Behind here there is a speaker holder and then the speaker. So those are metal. I'm gonna remove those, put the plastic ones, trace where hopefully the 6x9s are gonna go, and cut it and fit some 6x9s. So considering it took me about 5 attempts to do the dash with the LEDs, I don't see this being a first attempt thing because there's no rush. So let me get started by taking off the door card. Okay, so to take the door card off, there is with Nissans, I haven't found this at all with Volkswagens, but anyway, there is bolt here, here, here. So around there is some bolts. To get the top of the door card off, you gotta take that bit off. You gotta put the window down and access it from the back. Take that out, and there's a bolt, 2 bolts here and 1 bolt here. So I'm just gonna get cracking with that, unbolt it all off, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like in there. Yo, so as you can see, guys, move out the way. Door card's off. Speakers here. I actually got Alpine speakers, so I've got upgraded speakers already in here. But they're really crappy. So this speaker holder here is gonna come off, and I've got plastic replacements here because cutting into this is going to be a nightmare, but plastic one should be fine. Go in here anyway. I'm gonna bolt this off, compare the one I've got, and see how it works. But yeah, 6x9 should fit in here nicely. Alright, so that's out. As you can see, I had an Alpine speaker in there, which isn't original, and the closer I look, you can see it's just kind of bodged on. You see also that when you put it this way, and you see the holes that just been absolutely hammered in there. Yeah, that's also the reason I want to. So obviously, I'm gonna take this out. I'm just gonna compare it now, but you can see the hole that leaves there. So there is no reason why I can't fit a 6x9 in there. Absolutely no reason. I was panicking a little bit that this might have been like a closed section, but it's so open, there is no way a 6x9 isn't going in there. So I'm super excited, super pumped. I'm gonna open my my packs up and see how they compare. Alright guys, so that's really cool because I didn't know. These are the rear adapters. So I didn't even know I ordered rear adapters. But this is the front here. So, but as you can see, that mirrors that perfectly. I'll just hack that until a 6x9 fits here. Cut a little section out, but all fun and games. This is going to be great. I can't wait. Now I need to go and buy some 6x9s because I know there was something I forgot to do, and it was buy 6x9. So before I go any further forward, or even take the other door card off, I'm going to buy a set of probably cheap 6x9s just in case I need to trim those and just make it all work. And then if it all works, I'll go and buy some expensive 6x9s, some good ones. But yeah, so this is where we're at. Here, roughly, got the Dremel, got my goggles, and now I'm gonna get drilling. So I just cut that, as you can see, with the Dremel, a little bit. So let me go and see how it fits, and then if it all lines up nicely, then I can go ahead with trying to mount it. Definitely needs a little bit more of a curvature here, so I'm gonna attempt to get a bit more of a curvature, and then should be golden. Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we definitely finished the speakers. And when I say finished, I mean we get started last time. I did quite well, I cracked on it. It's actually going to be easy. I'm gonna say it. I think it's going to be easier than I thought. But now that I said that, I'll probably jinxed it. Anyway, I went and bought myself these bad boys. I don't know. JVC seem reasonably good. I know nothing of speakers. I know nothing of sound system. Like I said, I just want this to sound not shit. Mediocre will do. And ultimately, I just want to be able to hear what I'm listening to rather than there just be noise. So these seem good. I don't understand what the situation is. They've got a lot of letters. They've got a lot of writing. Hybrid surround, carbon mica, freeway, I mean Treyway, CSDR69. I don't know what any of this means. I don't even know if 500 is good or if 70 watts RMS is good. I don't even know what RMS is. Peak power, 500 brake horsepower. Will it give me any more horsepower? I don't know. I don't give a fuck as long as it sounds good. Also, I thought I'd go a bit pro. Let's not fuck around. Mex ain't no fucking corner cut. I am corner cutting. But I bought these things because why not? They're like big spongy pillows that got like a sticky back, and then you can pull them out, and it's like a drawing somewhere here. You guys can see that drawing. Like, yeah, so pull them out, pull the rings, stick it against, I guess, the inside of, like on the inside, and stop it from I don't even know what. Anyway, I bought that. It's expensive, but if it makes it for a non-rat, I hate rattles. This car is really good. It doesn't rattle. That's why I used to love also the Golf, and I kept it for so long. It's perfect, no rattles. I guess that's what happens when we start fiddling with shit. And guess what? I've been fiddling non-stop. And this is one worry I always had when doing the dash LED swap, that I would end up with spare bolts and fucked it and there'd be a rattle. I ended up with no spare bolts, which means there should be no rattles once I get going again. Again, I want no rattles, so I bought those spongy things, paid £30. They better give me fucking no rattles, £30 fucking for a sponge. Yeah, so let's get cracking. Bye. Alright, let's unbox these speakers and see what the deal is. Like I said, they've got 500 brake horsepower, 78 watts of torque, 6x9s, 15 by 23 centimeters. I haven't had a 6x9 since I had them on my parcel shelf, my Mark II. There we go. Instructions. Yeah, fancy they look. Bam. Obviously I'm not going to run the covers. I think covers are mad tacky. Whoever runs covers that are visual, then shame on you. But that's essentially what. Look at that. What the fuck? This is some fucking Terminator type of fucking Alien v Predator type of ugly shit. Nah. Boom. That'll be good. Nice and sort of black gloss detail and shit. Now again, not that anybody's gonna see any of this, but I think when I need to elongate quite a bit more, jeez, it's gonna be quite a squeeze. Oh my god. Definitely gonna be quite a squeeze. Okay, we might look how tight it is to all the edges. Look how tight it is to the edge down here. Look how tight it is to the edge down here. So I think those foams will definitely come in handy, not just to stop any rattles, but hold the back sort of, because there definitely is no way this can take the whole weight. Like, I mean, it's stiff, but I'm gonna be trimming so much of it, it's gonna be mad. All right, better get the Dremel out and get trimming.
Yeah. So I've drilled quite a bit of. Let me turn this down. Yeah. So I've Dremelled quite a bit of this, and it still isn't fitting. So what I've done is, if you can see, it's a really thin pencil line on there. Can you see the pencil line? Yeah. And I've also drilled 4 holes where the speaker goes. So I measured from there roughly. Obviously I'll cut that and then I'll smooth it out bit by bit. But I'm just going to do one last cut, and hopefully that will get me a flush enough fit for that. That's going to be a tight to get it within the limits of this. But anyway, let me crack on so I'll show you guys. Alright, so as you can see by the blackness, there's been a lot of trimming that's done. So I've smoothed it off. I've started putting that one in. So I'm trying to line up the bolt holes. But as you can see, they line up, and I think that's going to be good. So I'm just going to bolt it up. Put these, obviously these won't fit through the thickness, but I'm just going to put them behind the hole and drill through them, and then test fit that and the door. So let me just do that real quick. So I should be able to just bolt that straight up. So let's go and have a look. Yes, what's going on, guys? Welcome back one more time and one last time to me fitting 6x9s in the doors of the Nissan. As you can see, it's a mess in there. So boom, boom, it's a mess. Doors are open. That's the original one. That's now the one I trimmed the other evening, all bolted up. Just need to bolt it in here. The other one, if you guys can see, it's already bolted on and plugged in. But even though I've got my solar trickle charger, that wasn't quite enough. So I've got this super OG charger now, charging the battery as we speak. So by the time I get cracking, we should be able to just turn the key enough to get the stereo on and find out how good these 6x9s really sound. So got power, stereo's on, big aerials going up. Alright, so let me find some music that is not going to cause me any copyright infringement. Alright, let's see. I feel it. Still shit. I'm probably going to definitely not put that one in. Jesus. Let's see how this sounds, right? Let me see what.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0. Y'all know it's Nas, yo. Grey Goose, king of the town.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I've been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at? Through the surf, through the wide baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88 back. They shooting. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy your time.
Alright, I think we can safely say that works a treat. Yes, so I'm happy with that. I've checked the balance, the fader, so left, right, front, rear. I've made it a little bit front biased by 1, even though those are uprated, they're all the way back there. I want it, like I said, I want to hear it in here. It sounds bassy. Some shit music, but anyway, I've tested it, they work. It's a tiny little rattle coming from this side, so I'm just gonna tighten everything up, make sure it works. But apart from that, let me just button everything up. You guys don't need to see that, and then I'll show you the finished article, even though it's gonna look like a normal car because I'm not cutting into the door cuts. Door cuts will look totally OE. Anyway, let me get cracking and then peace. Alright guys, so our door cuts are back in and looking great. And then the other door card's back in and looking great. Ignore all of this because I'm attacking that in a moment, taking the dash out, the glove box and so on. Anyway, look at this. What the fuck are those? What are those? They're fucking tiny. So it works out this car had uprated Alpine front and rear because they're matching, but these are fucking tiny. They're like tiny. They're tiny. They are tiny. No wonder it sounded like shit. Even though the best sound came from the rear, still it sounded like shit. So anyway, with 6x9 it's greatly improved. I will think about what I want to do with those because I have the adapter plates on mine as well. But for now, I'm just going to put the cover back on and be done with it. So I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has been useful. So 6x9s go on there really easy, actually really easy. Don't know why that's not a thing. Right behind the OE covers on both sides, door goes back on perfectly. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.